Let's go to question 9. Let theta be an obtuse angle, which means this theta greater than 90 degree, less than 180 degree. And sin theta equals 3/5. Find the value of tangent theta. Let's draw this diagram. Obtuse angle means second quadrant. Sine equals 3/5, which means opposite over hypotenuse. Let's label. This is a 5, this is a 3. So for this adjacent, it's a negative square root. 5 squared minus 3 squared equals negative square root of 16 equals -4. So this is a -4. Therefore, for tangent theta equals opposite over adjacent, which is 3/-4 equals -3/4. 9b. Line L passes through the origin. Origin means 0, 0. And has a gradient of tangent theta. Gradient means slope. Means m equals tangent theta equals -3/4. We will use y minus y1 equals slope x minus x1 form to figure out this linear equation. Label x1, y1. So we get the y minus 0 equals -3/4 times x minus 0. Simplify. Y equals -3/4x. Let's go to 10a. Consider the function g of x equals 4 cosine x plus 1. X is greater than or equal to a, less than or equal to pi/2, where a is less than pi/2. For a equals -pi/2, sketch the graph of y equals g of x. Indicate clearly the maximum and the minimum value of the function. First of all, we need to figure out the new origin. There is no horizontal translation, 0, 1. Second, we need to figure out the period equals 2 pi. Then third, we need to get amplitude equals 4. Find 0, 1 as the new origin. Y equals 1 is the midline. Since the period is 2 pi, let's think this is 2 pi. So half, half, half. We will get pi/2. Pi. -pi/2. From this new origin, go up 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's here. Then go down 4 units. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's here. Look at the pattern of the graph. Positive cosine. Get started from maximum, then go to midline. Let's get these 5 points. maximum, midline, minimum, midline, then maximum. Keep going, midline. We stop here. Remember, our domain is from negative pi over 2 to pi over 2. So this is our graph. 10b, write down the least value of A such that J has an inverse. Inverse means one-to-one function has an inverse function. So we need to create a one-to-one function. A equals 0. For the value of A found in part B, write down the domain of inverse of G. We know G function and inverse of G function. Domain of G function will be range of inverse G function. Range of G function will be domain of inverse G function. So domain of inverse G function will be the range of G function. Look at this graph. The range of G function is from 1 to 5. In other words, domain of inverse G function will be from 1 to 5. 10d, for the value of A found in part B, find an expression for inverse G of X. There's the rule for finding inverse of G of X. We will use this escape button. E stands for exchange XY. S means solve for Y. C means change Y into inverse symbol. So for G of X equals 4 cosine X plus 1. First step, exchange XY. We know G of X is Y. So we will change G of X into X for cosine Y plus 1. Second step, solve for Y. We need to isolate cosine Y first, minus 1 both sides, then divided by 4. So Y equals inverse cosine of X minus 1 over 4. Last step, change Y into inverse function symbol. So inverse of G of X equals inverse cosine of X minus 1 over 4.